Once again, I'm Noel Booker, Noel A. Booker Sr. We're Business Credit Builder. Thank everybody for coming. BusinessCreditBuilder.us. What we do at Business Credit Builder is we help small business owners and entrepreneurs build their business credit and access funding for their business. Okay, today what we're going to talk about is how to get $250,000 in business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social and easily get business loans and credit lines. Thank y'all for taking time out today. If you are viewing this from the YouTube channel, please make sure you take the time out to subscribe, like, and comment, please. Thank you very much. So once again, here goes my contact information, Noel A. Booker Sr. You see my telephone number is there and my email. There's two buttons at the bottom. If you can see that, there's a button on how to get a free guide on how to build business credit. You would go to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. Excuse me. And the next button is the free business credit consultation. So if you want to talk to me about the services we provide, this is how you start. You schedule a free business credit consultation by going to /consult. Okay? All right. Let's do some background on me, on who I am, right? So y'all know who I am. I was born in New York City. I went to Morehouse College and studied accounting. My first job coming out of Morehouse was at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel Company at the corporate office, doing general ledger, corporate accounting stuff. And I had a few jobs after that in corporate accounting, but I've always been entrepreneurial and started MediaNet USA Incorporated. At MediaNet, what we do is bookkeeping and accounting services for small businesses. And we also provide web hosting and build websites for small business as well. And now we talk about business credit. Okay. What we will cover today, how to get business credit within 7 days or less that's linked to your EIN, not your social, even if you are a startup or have bad personal credit now. Then immediately start using it to get credit you want and need, even from major sources like Target, Walmart, Staples, Lowe's, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and more. How you can access loans, even as a startup, have credit challenges, or lack collateral. Okay. Most people fail trying to get money and grow their business. Most people try to get money from the bank when they need money. Most don't know that EIN credit can be built regardless of personal credit quality. Many apply for credit in the wrong order. So, building business credit is a step-by-step process. Each step that I'm going to tell you is needed for the next step. So there's no skipping steps, okay? Many entrepreneurs don't know that money is available based on business strengths. Okay. This seminar is for you if you are looking for money to start or grow a business, or you want to build credit that is not linked to your social. Okay, so before we start, I just want to let you know that I'm going to be going pretty fast, so you can take as many notes as you can. You can screenshot the screens, There'll be intervals where you can ask a question, where you can type a question in the chat, or you can just open up your mic, okay, and just ask questions along the way, all right? And at the end, you can ask whatever questions you want, all right? Okay, what is business credit? Business credit is credit that is obtained in a business name. With business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and credit score for its EIN number. This credit is in the business name and based on the business's ability to pay, not the business owner's ability to pay. The business can qualify for revolving store credit cards like Staples, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Costco, and many, many more. Why business credit is awesome? Well, business credit has no effect on your personal credit, none whatsoever. There is no personal guarantee needed to build business credit. Business credit building is fast compared to your personal credit, because your personal credit has 5 factors related to building your personal credit. With business credit, there's only 1 factor, and that's how you pay your bill. Anyone can see your business credit reports. With business credit, you have greater borrowing ability, and no credit, no collateral, cash flow, or good credit is needed in order to build business credit. Okay? Boom. And once you got business credit, you can access loans and credit lines. Okay, so every successful business in America has business credit. Okay? This is just how business is done with business credit. And I'm going to show you how they do it. What you can see now is what anybody can see for free. You would go to the Experian website, and there's a place that you can put in your business name or anybody's business name and address, and you can get information like this for free. So this one is for Facebook Incorporated. They're in Menlo Park, California. Now, the part that I want to bring to your attention is the trade lines. You see that right there? Facebook has 40 trade lines. Okay. Now, this, what I wanted to do here is go over what a trade line is. Okay. Now, because the trade line is the basis for building business credit. Okay. The more trade lines you have, the better your business credit will be. Okay. So, what a trade line is this. You go to a company, and you set up an account with that company, right? And this is a credit account. And then you buy something on credit, which means you have the item and they gave you an invoice. And then it's time for you to pay the invoice. So what happens when you pay the invoice is this company sends a report to the business credit reporting agencies. The report says, XYZ company, they got an account with us. Their limit is X amount of dollars. And they made a purchase and they paid the invoice in X amount of days. And that's the report that they send to the business credit reporting agencies. The business credit reporting agencies put that information on your credit profile. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one trade line. Okay? Do we have any questions on what a trade line is? I want to make sure that we are all clear on that before we move forward. Any questions? I guess no questions. You still typing what? Okay. So no questions. All right. So we all understand what a trade line is, then, right? Okay, so check out this next screen. This next screen is Microsoft. They have 131 trade lines. You see that? And we got Walmart. Now, for Walmart, 80% of all the money that Walmart takes in comes from business credit. 80%, that's a bunch, right? And this is how they do it. They go to a company like Bounty and say, hey, Bounty, let me get a truckload of toilet paper. Now, the owner of Walmart don't go in his pocket. He don't call the accounting department and say, hey, cut a check for this delivery. Nope, we don't even do that. The truckload shows up to the store, right? The truckload shows up to the store. They put the toilet paper on the shelf. Then we go in and buy the toilet paper. They take our money and pay the bill. And Bounty says, hey, you did that good. Here's 5 truckloads. And Walmart does that over and over again, 513 times, okay? This is how business is done at the big corporate level and even at the small business level. Like for instance, the corner store. When the bread delivery comes, they're not paying for that bread right there. They're counting how many units came in, how many units went out, all right? This is how business is done with business credit. How we can help. I've got something in the chat here. Yolanda has a question. How do you get credit line on Dun & Bradstreet? Well, Dun & Bradstreet does not offer credit lines, okay? What Dun & Bradstreet does is they take in information, they repackage this information, and then they sell it. Now, how to get to a trade line is that you have trade lines on your business credit report showing a company that provides credit lines that you can make a payment on time. So that's what a business credit profile is. It shows a creditor that you can make a payment on time or not. Okay? I hope I answered that question, Yolanda. Thank you very much. Okay, so how we can help. Business Credit Builder. We show you how to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. Our high-tech software helps you build your business credit to access high limit store credit, credit loans, and credit lines. We work with all legitimate types of funding programs that are available today, offering funding through hundreds of investors and lenders through a multitude of different funding programs. Okay. Well, how do you build business credit? Let's get started. Okay, fundability. As a business owner, you may be beginning to hear the word fundability a lot. It may come from lenders, various media platforms, or your current creditors. What is fundability? The ability of your business to get funding. When lenders consider funding your business, does it appear to them to be a good idea to make the loan? What do you look at? What do they look at to make that determination? Okay. What is fundability? And how does a business become fundable? When a lender considers lending to your business, do they feel that you are a high risk? Do you appear to be a business that can and will pay the debt back? Lenders are in it for the money. We all know that. Okay, I had to turn the fan on. Hope y'all don't hear that in the background. Okay, so how does the business get fundability? How does the business become fundable. To start, you have to make sure your business is set up properly. A great business credit score is important. In addition, there are many other aspects that are necessary for fundability as well. A potential creditor needs to see that your business is legitimate and profitable. Many loan applications are denied approval due to fraud concerns. Others simply because something didn't match up and threw up a red flag. Maybe the addresses or the phone numbers didn't match up on a couple of reports and it just looks unprofessional. Okay, if you understand what fundability is and how to get it, you can shut down any such red flags before they cause you problems. Okay, so the foundation of fundability is how your business is set up. It has to be set up to appear to be a fundable entity, separate from you, the owner. Okay, you don't have to be able to pay the bill. You have to appear to be able to pay the bill. Okay, so these are the things that you need: a business name, a business address, a business phone, an EIN number, a DUNS number, a website, and a business email. Okay, this is what you need to set up your business properly. Okay, contact information. Okay, here we go. The business phone number, right? So this is what you need. You need a local business telephone number that is listed with the National 411 Directory, all right? This is not a step that you skip. This is a required step in order to get business credit, okay? Your fax number, your toll-free number. Okay, now the fax number and the toll-free number, they're not necessary, right? The local number is necessary, but this is how the lenders think. So when you get the application and you put that telephone number on there, your main business number, they're gonna look at that. They can look at it. They do not have to ask you permission to look at that. And what they do is they're gonna go check out that, they're gonna check to make sure your business is listed with the National 411 listing. If that's the case, your business is listed, they're gonna say yes, right? And then they're gonna look that you have a fax number and a toll-free number. Now you're looking more like you are a credible business, okay? And that's what they're looking at. They're looking to see if you are credible. So just having that makes it look like you're credible. And you have to have a business address. Now, the business address, there are only 3 options in selecting your business address. The first option is to have a brick and mortar, a storefront. You definitely need a place that you can accept packages, okay? The second option is to have a virtual office address. There are many companies that offer virtual office addresses in every city all over the world, okay? You can get a virtual business address for as low as $50 a month, okay? The third and the last option, there are no options after this. And the last option is your home address. Yet, the reason why it's the last resort is because creditors and lenders do not perceive home-based businesses as being credible. But they do look at this as on a case-by-case basis, okay? Like for instance, if your business is your hairstylist, let's say, right? Well, maybe you can pay that bill doing hair from the crib, okay? Now, on the other hand, let's say you are a trucking business. Well, maybe it's not reasonable that you can have all of these trucks at the house, okay? So they're trying to see if this makes sense, right? And another thing to know is that on your Dun & Bradstreet credit report, there's a Google Maps picture of your business address. So they're looking right at your spot. When they're trying to make this decision, they're looking at your front door, trying to see if this makes sense, okay? So it's just good information. You definitely need a place where you can get packages. You can definitely not use a P.O. box or a UPS address. Definitely not. And the reason why is because on the application, in the address field, what they are doing is pulling up a database of all P.O. boxes and all UPS addresses. And if your address comes up on one of those lists, then they can deny you and they don't have to tell you why, okay? Okay, so this is my go-to for getting your local telephone, all right? You cannot use your home number and you cannot use a cell phone number for your main business number. The reason why is because on the application, in the cell phone area, in the telephone area, what they are doing is pulling up a database of all home telephone numbers and all cell phone numbers. If your number comes up in one of those lists, then they can deny you and they don't have to tell you why. So these are my go-tos for your business, your main business telephone number. You get it from Freedom Voice, Ring Central, or Vonage. Any one of these companies will set you up nicely. But my go-to is Freedom Voice. And the reason why I go to Freedom Voice is because they'll give you a local number for $9.95 per month. And they will list it for $3 a month. Boom. They will also give you a fax number and a toll-free number for under $20 a month, okay? Ring Central and Vonage, they're gonna start you at $25 a month, okay? So I did the research for you on the pricing and all this stuff already for you, all right? Boom. Now, for your business address, this is what I use. DaVinci Virtual Office Solutions, okay? If you go to this website, /vendors, you'll see this DaVinci logo, and there is a person's name, there is a telephone number to call, and there is verbiage on how to order the correct product, okay? Because you can't get any address. It has to be an address that is unique to your business name. Okay, so like for instance, like you know how you put the address in the Google search, right? And before you finish typing the address, it already populates what the address is. That's how your business has to show up. And you should not use any of the virtual office companies that will give you an address and give the same address to 100 companies. You don't want that. That's a red flag, okay? That's a red flag to the vendors, okay? So you want a unique address for your business, okay? DaVinci Virtual Office Solutions. That's the move. Okay, what is fundability? The foundation of fundability? An EIN number. Now, I'm not going to spend much time on the EIN number because most of you know what an EIN number is, but I'm going to let you know the two things that you definitely need to know about an EIN number. The first thing you need to know is you cannot build business credit without an EIN number. It's just impossible. The second thing that you need to know is that it is free. So don't go out and pay for an EIN number, okay? Now, if you got some questions about the EIN number, bring it on, but I can tell that y'all are pretty educated. Y'all know what an EIN number is, so we're gonna move forward, all right? Okay, so you must incorporate your business, which means go to the Secretary of State. Incorporating your business as an LLC, S Corp, or corporation is necessary to fundability. It lends credits to your business as one that is legitimate. It also offers some protection from liability. When you register your business name, they will ask you to select an entity. Okay? Now, what you need to know is, in order to separate your personal liability from your business liability, you must use a limited liability corporation, LLC, or a corporation. Okay? If you select as your entity a proprietorship or a partnership, then you are personally liable for anything that happens with this business. Okay? That's what you need to know. Okay, so business bank account. You need a separate, dedicated business bank account. Keep track of business finances so you can keep them separate from your personal finances for tax purposes. And also, most vendors and lenders require a business to have a business bank account in order to be approved. Okay? So, credible businesses have a business bank account. All right? Simple stuff. Licensing. What is fundability? It is being a legitimate business. For a business to be legitimate, it has to have all the necessary licenses it needs to operate. The most common mistake is having the appropriate license, but is listed with an old address. Red flag. That can get you denied, and they do not have to tell you why they denied you. Okay? So do the research you need to ensure you have all the licenses necessary to legitimately run your business at the federal, state, and local levels. We got a question in there. Let's see what's what. Yo, they got another question. Can you change from sole to LLC entity? Yes. Every state is different. So you would go to the Secretary of State and find out the process to do that. Okay, they might charge you a minimum fee. I think in Georgia it's $20. I'm not sure. Okay, so don't hold me to that, but you can do that. Okay, boom. All right. Okay, next is the business website and email. Lenders and creditors will deny you if you don't have a website. Spend time and money necessary to ensure your website is professionally designed and works well. Your business needs a dedicated business email address. Make sure that it has the same URL as your website. And never use a free service such as Yahoo or Gmail. Don't use Party Chick at Yahoo, okay? It's simple stuff. Basically, credible businesses do business with their business email address, right? If you communicate with businesses through a free email service, that's looking shady, okay? All right. So, do you have a website? My company, MediaNet USA, offers a program called the Small Business Web Hosting Package. It is all inclusive. This is what you get. You get domain registration, 12 months web hosting, website design, monthly updates, unlimited emails, expert customer service, and internet consultation. If you need a website for your business, schedule a free business credit consultation by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. Okay, what is fundability? Business credit reports. You need to understand the importance of your business credit reports and how to read them. The business credit reports is the blueprint for tracking your trade lines. Okay? Remember we talked about trade lines? Well, in order to make sure your trade lines are reported accurately and timely, you need to have access to your business credit reports. There are three main business reporting agencies: Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. If you are applying for an SBA loan, then they look at the Fico Score. Okay? Now, you can see whether or not you have a record on file already at any one of these business credit reporting agencies. You would go to businesscreditbuilder.us/reports. And the three logos will be there, and they are linked directly to the respective company to a page where you can put your business name and address in. And if your business has a record with them already, your business name will come up with the address, and they may tell you whether or not you have trade lines or not. And anybody can do this for free for any company in the United States. Other business data agencies, in addition to the business credit reporting agencies that directly calculate and issue credit reports, there are other business data agencies that affect those reports indirectly. There is LexisNexis and the Small Business Exchange. These two agencies gather data from a variety of sources, including public records. This means they could even have access to information relating to automobile accidents, liens, and more. While you may not be able to access or change the data that agencies have on your business, you can ensure that any new information they receive is positive. Enough positive information can help counteract the negative information from the past. Okay? Boom. In addition to the EIN number, there are identifying numbers that go along with your business reports. When considering what fundability is, you need to be aware that these numbers exist. Some of them are simply assigned by the agency, like the Experian BIN, the Experian Business Identification Number. That one is assigned to you automatically upon your first trade line at Experian. Okay? Dun & Bradstreet, which is the most commonly used business credit reporting agency and the largest, they have the DUNS number, and you have to apply for a DUNS number. This is not automatically generated. You have to apply for it, okay? Okay, your credit history has everything to do with everything related to your credit score, which is a huge factor in fundability of your business. Now, I mentioned before that your personal credit doesn't have anything to do with building business credit. Yet, I bring up personal credit because if you have good personal credit, it helps you get funding. You have access to more funding. So we're talking about how fundable your business can be. Well, if you have good personal credit, then you have access to more funding. There's more options available to you. You are more fundable, okay? So I have to go over this just briefly. Your credit history consists of a number of things, including how many accounts you have that are reporting payments, how long you have had each account, what type of accounts they are, how much credit you are using on each account versus how much is available. They call that utilization? And are you making your payments on these accounts consistently on time? Okay, there's 5 factors that affect your personal credit. With business credit, there's 1 factor. The more accounts you have reporting on-time payments, the stronger your credit score will be. Okay, business information. Align your business information correctly. This is a problem because a ton of applications are turned down each year due to fraud concerns, simply because things do not match up. So the thing is to have all your information consistent, right? Your exact business legal name, your business address, business phone, address listed on the IRS for the EIN, insurance, licenses, websites, bank account, okay? The key to this piece of business fundability is to monitor your reports frequently. When it comes to business credit reports, you can monitor through the business credit reporting agencies directly, or you can save money when you are a client of ours at Business Credit Builder, okay? So these reporting agencies, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax, they charge you about $100 per month to access your business credit reports, okay? When you are a client of Business Credit Builder, we give you an option to pay for all 3 reports for $25 a month. So we have your best interests at heart and can offer this because of our volume discounts that we get, all right? Okay, what is fundability? Financial statements. Both your personal and business tax returns need to be in order. Not only that, but you need to be paying your taxes, both business and personal. Business financials. A fundable business maintains financials monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Having financial statements on demand lends credit to the legitimacy of your business. So when you go for a loan, they're going to ask for your business credit, your financial reports, okay? And if you have them right on deck, then that's a check for you. If you're fumbling around and don't have financial statements, now you're not looking very credible. You're not looking very fundable, because fundable businesses have financial statements, okay, which is a balance sheet, an income statement, a cash flow analysis, okay? Personal tax returns. Often, tax returns for the previous 3 years will suffice. Get a tax professional to prepare them. This is the bare minimum you'll need. Other information lenders may ask for include check stubs and bank statements, among other things. Okay. There are several other agencies that hold information related to your personal finances that you need to know about. Everyone knows about the Fico Score. Your personal Fico Score needs to be as strong as possible. It really can affect business fundability, and almost all traditional lenders will look for personal credit in addition to business credit. There's the check system, you know about that. If you've been convicted of a crime, bankruptcies and short sales, if they are on your record, that can affect your fundability. If you have liens or UCC filings, that can affect your fundability. Okay, there are several other agencies. Okay, oops. Okay, so much plays into this that you may not think about. How fundable are you? Is your contact information consistent? Choosing lending products that is best for your business, right? Do you need a traditional loan versus a line of credit? These are 2 different things. So selecting which product to apply for is crucial to your fundability, right? You have to know which product is good for you. With working capital loan or an expansion loan work best for your business? All right, those are two different things. They're handled differently. So one you may qualify for, the other one you may not even qualify for. So you might be choosing the one that you don't qualify for and then be like, well, I can't get qualified. But you have to know which product to apply for in the order of your, in the right order, right? Okay, choosing the right product to apply for can make all the difference. Now, this is a list of all the things that affect your fundability. It's pretty confusing. There's a bunch of stuff, okay? So that's why it's good to have a business credit coach like Business Credit Builder to help you along the way so that we can make sure all of these items are in order for your company. Now look at all this stuff, like on the left-hand side, that's the credibility. All this stuff affects your credibility, your fundability. The industry that you are in, that affects your fundability. Your business telephone number, the time you was in business, your EIN number, your website, email, all of that stuff. And on the right-hand side, you got the application process. You have your financial statements, you got your business credit reports. All this stuff affects your fundability. Let's see if anybody got any questions before we move on to the next step. Anybody got any questions? Raise your hand, open your mic, type it in the chat. What up? I'm here for you. All right. No questions? Cool. Let's move forward. Boom. Okay, so far we've talked about fundability, which is setting up your business, making your business credible in the eyes of the lender. And we talked about understanding your business credit reports and why you need to have access to your business credit reports, okay? Now we're going to talk about, and we're going to actually start building business credit. You see how long it took me to talk about all that stuff? You see, that's very important, right? Before you do that, before you do this step here, you have to make sure your business is set up properly. You're not going to get far without the stuff that I've already mentioned, okay? Okay, so now we're going to start getting business credit. And what we're going to do is we're going to get net 30 accounts, also called vendor accounts. So these are companies that will give you a little bit of credit when you have no credit, and they report. And this is a hard step because not that many companies will give you credit when you have no credit. And only 10% of all companies in the United States report to the business credit reporting agencies because they're under high requirements and restrictions in order to be even able to report. So not that many companies report business payments, okay? So that's why this is hard. Okay. A business credit report can be started much the same as a consumer report commonly is, with small amounts of credit. The business can be approved for small credit amounts to help them build an initial credit profile. These type of initial accounts in the business world are commonly referred to as vendor credit or net 30 accounts. And some vendors will approve your company for net 30 payment terms upon verification of as little as an EIN number and a 411 listing. Okay, so now this page is wrong because this company that I used to always send customers to no longer reports payments to the business credit reporting agency. Okay. On my YouTube channel, I have other videos that you can find what these vendors are. One is Barnett, another is Uline, another is Granger. Okay. just to quote 3 off the top of my head. But this is how you start your business credit profile with these starter vendors, okay? Some vendors will require an initial payment, prepaid order before they can approve your business for terms. You need to have a total of 5 net 30-day pay accounts reporting, okay? You need 5 net 30 accounts. That's why I got this card. Check out the card though, right? Check out the card. The card got the number 5 on it, and the card got the smoke. You see that though, right? But check out his face. His face is like, yo, I got credit now. Now I'm rolling, okay? So you need 5 of these net 30s on your credit report before you can go to the next step, okay? You need these. The starter vendors is key to creating your business credit profile, because the next step, you're going to need credit in order to get approved. The net 30 accounts, you don't need credit, right? Okay, so the next step is the revolving accounts. So after 5 trade lines are established using vendor accounts, obtaining revolving accounts is the next step. Revolving accounts or cards a business owner can use and not be required to pay the full balance owed each month. Here goes some revolving accounts. Most major stores do offer business credit, including Home Depot, Lowe's, Office Depot, Staples, Best Buy, Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, Amazon, Dell, Apple, BP, Chevron, Racetrack, and many others, okay? These are revolving accounts. This is where you want to be, but you need those net 30s first, okay? Once 10 accounts are on the credit, an owner can then start applying for a Visa, MasterCard, Amex type credit. Approval amounts will be equivalent to the highest credit limit account on the business report. So try to have at least 10 accounts, with at least one of them having a high $10,000 limit. And how you do that is, when you get these revolving accounts, you want to pick one of them and you use it more often. When you have made some consistent payments on time, then you call that vendor back and ask them to increase your limit, okay? They will do it. If they see that you are making on-time payments, they'll give you access to more money, okay? It's essential to keep using credit, keep applying for more, and talk with credit providers to raise credit limits. If you do this, business credit will keep growing until higher limit credit lines are obtained within 6 to 12 months. No skipping steps, 10 trade lines, high limit of 10,000, cash business credit accounts will match your highest limit reported on your credit profile. MasterCard, Visa, American Express is where you can get that stuff. You can get access to loans and credit lines once you have business credit. Now we're going to go over 3 ways to get funding that your bank won't tell you about. And I go over these so that you can understand how to think about getting funding for your business, okay? You may qualify for this, you may not qualify for this, that's okay. Okay, but I like to share the information so you can have an idea of how to approach getting money for your business, okay? And I'm gonna go over these really quick, all right? So the first one is cash flow financing. Cash flow financing is the most popular type of alternative funding today. Basically, I'm just going to run off the top of my head on this one, right? So, cash flow financing is for existing businesses. This is not for startups, okay? Because you need to have $10,000 in deposits each month. So you can qualify with just 3 business 3 bank statements. It's either 3 or 6 that they require. 3, 6, or 12 bank statements. Mostly they ask for 6, right? What happens is this. They ask you for 3, then when you give them the 3, then they ask for the next 3. Okay? I don't know why they do that, but that's one of the banking techniques that they have in approving a business, right? So for cash flow financing, all you need is get $10,000 deposits in your bank each month. You don't need credit for this, but you do need to be set up credibly, all right? This is the fastest and the easiest way to get money, okay? Collateral-based financing. Collateral-based financing can be obtained if you have some type of viable collateral to offset what you are borrowing. Even as a startup with bad credit, you can still secure collateral financing if you have collateral. Okay, here goes some types of collateral. Accounts receivable is also known as factoring. All right, this is where you are in a business that you can batch and sell your invoices. Okay, batch and sell your invoices. Like I have a client that's a freight company. He funds his business through factoring, where he gets paid in 24 hours. He just sends them, he sells his invoices and gets paid in 24 hours, all right? Purchase orders, that's for if you have a business that you do government contracts. So if you have a government contract, that's straight cash money to the right alternative lender, not the commercial banks. The commercial banks don't do this, right? The right alternative lender looks at your government contract as straight money because they know that government check is coming, okay? So if you got a government contract, you walk into the right place, boom, boom, bam. You tell them, hey, I got this government contract, I need this piece of equipment so I can satisfy this contract, they're gonna fund you. That's an easy deal right there, all right? Stocks, bonds, 401ks. Let me give you an example, 401ks. If you have a 401k, you can get a business loan on what you can take out of your 401k. Your 401k stays intact and does what it do. It's still right there, still money in there. They just give you a loan based on what you can take out, all right? Revenue lending, that's the same as cash flow funding. Inventory and equipment. So if you have $100,000 worth of inventory and or equipment, you can get a business loan. If you have equity in your home, you can get a business loan off the equity in your home. For insurance agents, they have what they call the book of business. And the book of business is their list of clients. Okay? You can get a business loan if you are an insurance agent and you have a book of business. Okay, this is the third way. Unsecured credit. Unsecured credit-based financing is a great way to get money for your business if you have good personal credit or know a guarantor that does. So basically, this is how it runs down. You need a Fico score of 685 or better. And boom, you qualify. What they're going to do is look at your personal credit. They're going to look at your highest revolving limit, and they're going to match that on 5 business credit cards all at one time. If you did this on your own, you'll apply for one, and then the next ones will not get approved. So we have a systematic process to apply for 5 credit cards all at one time, right? So you can get up to $150,000 and you can get access to that within 3 weeks. Easy money right there. Startups can do this because this is no doc funding, okay? So startups can do this, right? We also have access to private money, venture capital, and equity financing, crowdfunding, you know about that already. And you can even get specialized funding to buy equipment, signs, and vehicle wraps. Okay, how to easily get credit and financing, get business credit and financing all in one place. The Business Credit Builder. Okay, so on my website, I have testimonials from my clients, video testimonial from my clients, okay? So they're convinced that the Business Credit Builder, which is powered by the Finance Suite, is good for your business, okay? So go to my website. At the bottom of each page, there is some videos that you can see of my clients that talk about how they got their money, okay? The Business Credit Builder is the easiest and the fastest way to get money and credit to build and grow your business. It is a simple solution. Okay, you get to build your credit for your business, not linked to social, through the top-selling business credit system. You get access to funding for your business to start, build, and grow. Our cutting-edge technology helps you meet credibility requirements before you apply. You get access to discounted business credit reports, right? I'll tell you about that. You get the largest supply of starter vendors. Now, these starter vendors is hard to find, okay? We always have an accurate list of starter vendors that can help you, okay? My list of starter vendors today is different than my list of starter vendors last year, okay? Massive selection of revolving scorecards with underwriting guidelines. Get hard to find credit cash sources you can get within 120 days. There's no personal credit check or guarantee required.
Next, you need to identify if you want to do short-term rentals.
Okay. You get access to the cash flow financing, collateral-based financing, unsecured financing, private money, alternative SBA, venture capital. Our most popular product is the $150,000 credit line that I was telling you about, the unsecured situation. And we also have a 10-year term loans. Those are pretty popular as well, all right? Now, all of my clients get their own control panel that looks similar to this. But this is like my reseller account, which has all those buttons on the left. But you'll have a button that says, build my business credit. You see that? Right, so you'll go in there and it'll give you a course content, right? So we take you through every single step, every single detail of building your business credit, right? So the first step, one of the first steps is the credibility. So you'll go in there and it'll tell you, ask you, do you have a business name? You'll say, yeah, I got a business name. Or you'll say, no, I don't have a business name. And they'll give you instructions on how to get this business name. It'll also give you a video on how to get this business name. And if you still can't figure it out, there's an advisory team that you can call or email to help you with each and every step. So you won't be doing this alone. You'll have a professional guiding you through every single step. You won't be wasting time, all right? The value in this is that, see, our advisory team, we know how to spot mistakes, right? When I first started, I had a mistake. I didn't even figure it out for 3 months, and then it took me another 3 months to fix it, okay? So we help you save time, all right? Now, the stuff that you run across, you'll be able to figure it out eventually, all right? But we help you save time to make this process seamless and get you on the route to funding as quick as possible, okay? So when we get to the part where we're actually building business credit, we build business credit in 4 tiers of vendors. Each tier will give you about 15 vendors. And this is the information that we get. We'll say pick 3 of them, right? So this one right here is Racetrack, right? So we give you all this information. So Racetrack, they report to Dun & Bradstreet. They're revolving accounts. We give you their telephone number, fax number, description of what they sell. And we give you exactly what you need to qualify before you qualify. If you do this on your own, you can ask a company, well, what do I need to qualify for this account? They'll tell you, fill out this application, and I'll tell you if you qualify. Okay, so for a racetrack, you need an EIN number, DUNS number, payment score of 78 or better. They prefer you be in business 3 years. A business entity, you have to select a business entity. And you need your phone number listed with 411. So you know when to apply for this and when not to apply for this. If you do this on your own, you may not know that you need to be in business 3 years to get this account. And you apply anyway, now you just messed up a half hour, okay? And then if you keep calling them back, you just wasting more and more time, all right? And there's a button right on there so you can apply for it, okay? This right here is Christine. This is one of my clients. She got all of these accounts in 6 months without using her Social Security. And you can do it too. But not everybody can do it in 6 months. She's like unique. She's a stay-at-home mom. Her husband is a truck driver, okay? So she had all these accounts in 6 months. Sprint 2,000, Amazon 4,500, Tractor Supply 5,000, Exxon 5,000, Fuelman Fleet 6,000, BJ 7,000, BP 8,000, Lowe's 10,000, Apple 12,500, Shell 15. So this list is over $250,000 in business credit. You can do this too, okay? All approvals required, no consumer credit checks or personal guarantee. Okay, so the business credit builder. You get your own business credit advisor who offers concierge service for 12 months to help you build your business credit. You get your own finance officer for 5 years to help you with the best financing for your business. Okay, here's a quick summary and we're going to get out of here. You get your own business finance suite control panel, discounted business credit reports, free DUNS number, free experience, smart business access, largest supply of starter vendors, massive selection of revolving store credit, hard to find cash credit sources, access to cash flow, collateral-based, unsecured, and private money sources. It will typically take you 18 to 24 months to do this on your own. So with us, it usually takes you about 12 months to build good business credit, all right? But everybody does this at their own pace, all right? So what works for one person may not work for the other, okay? I have 2 packages that I offer, the core package and the business credit building program. The difference is the business credit building program is a one-on-one consultation with me, and you do not have access to the control panel and the finance team, all right? So that's a one-on-one consultation. The core package, get started today. As part of this webinar, and you can get started with huge discount on your premier enrollment plan. This usually retails for $4,400. Our price is only $29.95. And because you're in this webinar, you get $500 off, okay? So you can pay for that with a $1,500 down payment, 6 payments of $165, or a single payment of $22.50. That's the best value, save on $750 right there, okay? The one-on-one package, this is the business credit building package. It's a one-on-one consultation with me for 1 year, okay? This usually would retail for $2,500. My price is only $995. You can make a $400 deposit and make 3 payments of $195, or if you do the single payment option, that'll save you $250 right off the bat, right? Okay, boom. Now, let's say you can't afford all of that. You can get one of my ebooks, The Vendors to Build Business Credit, that's only $50. Or you get this complete book, Business Credit Decoded, that's 120 pages of business credit information, all right? That's only $10. You can get the Perfect Credit, that's for your personal credit, that's only $10, all right? Now, if you can get start today by scheduling a free business credit consultation. Let's say you can't afford none of that. I got all this, I got a whole bunch of free information, all right, on my blog, businesscreditbuilder.us/blog. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Check that out, right? So make sure you subscribe to any one of these social media platforms, all right? Particularly the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is off the heezy for sheezy. All right. Anybody got any questions before we get out of here? That's how we do it. Any questions? Make sure you start by scheduling your free business credit consultation. Any questions? Yolanda, you got any questions? You're the only one that had some questions. All right, nobody else had no questions. But, all right, y'all. If there's no questions, then we're going to get out of here. Okay. What about NAV? NAV. Well, what we do with NAV is they give us access to a situation that we can offer you all 3 business credit reports for $25 a month. So if you do this on your own and you go to these companies on your own, they're going to charge you about $100 per month for your business credit reports. And know that your business credit reports are needed so that you can keep track of your trade lines to know when to go to the next step, okay? So when you make these payments, you need to be able to pull your business credit reports, make sure that the trade lines are on there, and the business credit reports are not easy to read, okay? So when you sign up with us, we help you learn how to read your business credit reports, because on the business credit reports, the trade lines are listed, but it doesn't say which trade line is which. So you have to know from the process of elimination what is what. All right. So we help you with that process to help you learn how to read your business credit reports and how to make sense out of the information that's provided so that you can get access to the funding. So did I answer that question? I don't even know if I answered that question. Okay, and was this information useful, or did I waste my time? That is your time. Okay, cool. Bet. That's a bet. All right. Any more questions? Anybody else? Candy, down, y'all in, what the deal? All right. So if there's no more questions, we're going to end out the webinar. And I thank y'all for taking time. Yolanda, you was in there, and I seen your name come across my desk. Are you scheduled for a consultation already? I seen your name come across my desk, I believe. Okay, bet. All right, that's what's up then. All right, so you know the deal. I don't know when you're scheduled, when I'm scheduled to talk to you, but I'm gonna look at my calendar and make sure I got that down pat. And thank you for everything. Thank you for coming and listening. You know, I'm not that easy on the eyes and rough around the edges talking and stuff. But thank y'all for coming. I appreciate it. And we'll see y'all around. All right. Thank y'all. Peace. One. I'm out. Like shout. Yeah. This is how we do it, boy.